Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, Dr. J. My name is Zachary Bobish, and the product that I would like to pitch is going to be custom milled golf putters. As a golfer myself, I feel like there is a desire and a need to have not just the next best thing, but something that people can grab a hold of and have confidence in that's going to help them shoot a lower score. And if you play golf yourself, you would know that there's a saying, you drive for show and putt for dough. The putter is hands down probably the most important club in your bag, and a lot of people, a lot of amateurs, I guess, would not really think so much about how important it is. But that's kind of what the product that I'm planning on pitching to you is going to do. It's going to replace that idea or that notion that it's not important, because it is. So right off the bat, there are not very many companies or people out there doing this today, because it can be very expensive. A lot of people who put prices on handmade products, especially machined handmade products, are it gets up there as far as prices go. And if you've ever been custom fit for golf clubs to begin with, it's a pretty tedious process. It takes a lot of time. There's a lot of things that go into it that you may not be familiar with. This is just something that I have found has been very beneficial to me. I'm a recreational golfer. I've done some amateur golf tournaments and things like that. I participated in the Golf Channel's amateur tour, which was great because it kind of put you into a more competitive and more organized position to be able to kind of experience or live out those dreams of being a professional golfer at the amateur level. So one thing that has helped me tremendously was being custom fit for my golf clubs. It didn't shave 10 strokes off my handicap or anything like that, but it just allows you to see yourself be more consistent with different shots and things like that. Obviously, along with anything else in life, if you don't have something that's made for that specific purpose, it's never going to give you the result that you want. So that was something that I realized personally, and also that I'm pretty passionate about as a result, not just in golf, but in other areas of life. So I'd like to give everybody the best tool for the job, and I feel like that's what I'm here today to pitch to you guys. So, golf putters. There are a couple big names in the custom golf putting or golf putter space. Probably the most well-known person is Scotty Cameron. He's produced a lot of putters, not just for professionals in general, but for specific professionals that have won tremendous amounts of money and accolades on the pro tour. Specifically, Tiger Woods, just to throw that out there, he just recently won his 5th green jacket at the Masters, and the putter he was using for that was a Scotty Cameron putter that was custom made specifically for him. Another one that's not as well known, but more so well known in the amateur level, is a guy by the name of Byron Morgan. He makes some tremendous putters. There are some professionals that use them, but not nearly as well known as Scotty Cameron. Either way, the wait for these putters is extremely long. They're back ordered sometimes. By the time you put in one order, it takes a year to get there, to get to you, I'm sorry. But well known, well respected, and highly sought after. there is another name that I have actually met personally and done some work with specifically. His name is Kyle. He works at and produces the custom putters for Kingston Putters. So right out of the gate, those are the three people that stuck out to me the most for this, and so I kind of wanted to take a mixture of all three of them and kind of work into my product, something that gives you that high end, but also gives you a lower end price range, or more affordable price range, to get those people who are not, sold on the idea itself, something to attain, something that they can that is reachable for them, and not just so outrageous that it's a non-factor. So just to go over a couple things real quick, I would offer two lines immediately. One would be the most affordable putter, and that would be used with a metal that would fit that price range. It would be American stainless steel, so made in the USA. That whole branding, price tag would come in at a price point that would help people get into the look and the lie angle and the swing weight and all of those things, but it just wouldn't be kind of that luxury metal that a lot of people look at, which is primarily German stainless steel. So we would have the more affordable American stainless steel, and then we would have the premium price point for the German stainless steel, which would kind of be your top of the line, bells and whistles. It's going to give you that feel that you're looking for, that you would get out of somebody like a Scotty Cameron milled putter or a Byron Morgan milled putter. Between those two, starting out, I think we would be able to not only nail the market of people that kind of see custom golf clubs as out of their price range, out of their playing ability range, and kind of bring that back into somebody who does enjoy playing on the weekends, but would like to have just the absolute perfect club for his game. A lot of people are different. A lot of people like to putt bending down farther. A lot of people like to stand more upright. The lie angle, as far as where your body matches your eyes on top of the ball and things like that. It's just different for everybody. No two people are the same. So you would be afforded all of the custom fitting options in both the affordable as well as the premium price point. So as far as that's concerned, those two bases are covered. But it would just be a price difference of the metals that we would be using, which in turn does nothing but equate a different feel for those two price points. There's a lot of kind of nostalgia and a different aura, I guess you could say, around people who like to golf. It's a pastime sport. It's been around for a long time. So a lot of the things that people like to collect, whether they are head covers for your putter or ball markers from different courses that you've played while you've traveled around, or bag tags, things like that. Those are all very sought after things. A lot of people like a souvenir and stuff like that when they go to different places. So that's something that we would like to offer as well. We'd like to offer limited run putters. Say for 4th of July, we're going to sell 10 putters that all have specific customizations to them. But with those putters, you will also get a ball marker or something like that. But also make those things available to the consumer as well, in case they didn't want the putter, but they would also be able to buy that themselves. Um, I think everything would be able to be bought and sold and put into production very, maybe not inexpensively, because machinery and metal is not cheap, but being able to run it out of my garage using a website and things like that to sell the products, I think would keep the overhead very low. Another way to get our product out there would be to use social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, things like that are all very highly used. There's a lot of traffic going on. A good way to get video and pictures and different media and stuff like that out to the public will be huge as far as exposure goes. And I just think we would be able to use those to our advantage. Make sure we're at different golf expos and golfing events, whether it's in the area. Pick a couple big places that we'd be able to go set up a tent maybe, and just explain to people the different options and things like that are available. So I think as far as concerns or threats go, that would probably be the biggest thing hindering our the way we would take off, the way we would be able to produce more and more products, is just getting our name out there, because the amount of people that are looking for something like this is already very small. But if we are able to use those large avenues and those large things that are already out there that are getting the word out to tons and tons of people that are able to use keyword searches and search hashtags and stuff like that, I think would really help. So I would like to show you guys just an example of what we're talking about. This particular putter is from Kingston Putters. It was one that was made for me, and kind of just created my passion for this kind of thing. So just wanted to show you that. So this is a German stainless steel putter. There are a lot of different customization options that are available, not just the grind on the face, but also the different stamping options. This particular head that that Tyler made over at Kingston has never been made with a long neck on it. The long neck enables me to have a more back and forth motion and not so much of a swinging motion. So I've noticed that that from my putter fitting is what I use best when it comes to putting the ball on the correct line to make the putt. So just to show you a couple of different options I mentioned earlier, stamping is highly sought after. You can see I have my initials here, Zachary Bobish, ZB. Since this one has never been made before, it was one of one. And I don't know if you can see the craftsmanship here, but there's a really, really nice and tidy weld that Tyler used to connect this neck to this putter head. This putter head is 350 grams, which is what was kind of, it was the best option from my fitting for my statistics and things like that. You can see that the sight line on the top is not a dot. A lot of people like a sight line in the flange here. I didn't particularly like that, but it is available. You can have lines, you can have dots, you can have multiple lines, things like that. There's different ways that you can stamp different names and things like that on the bumpers here, in the cavity, and that kind of thing. So just to give you an idea. Something to look at. Also, would like to be able to offer a wide range of grips. There have been quite a few big names in grips coming out, and it just gives the golfers a huge variety of options, and that's what we want to do. We just want to help the golfer shoot lower scores and just enjoy the game. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Dr. J. Thank you, class. And that's it.